Hey guys, the second set of acoustic guitar box shapes I'm going to be showing you are the D shapes. And these are probably my second favourite set of shapes. It's just really easy to get through all the chords, and I think they sound really nice too. So let's run through them. So chord 1 in D shapes. We could just play a normal D chord like this, which is fine. I just kind of like to open up a little bit by having that first string open. So what I've got here is my first finger on fret 2 of string 3, my third finger of fret 3 on string 2. And I'm making sure I don't really play these bottom two strings. I can mute them with my thumb to allow me to really scrape it, or I can just aim at those top 4 strings. Or even actually put my middle finger across those two. Whatever way you can mute it and feels comfortable. So that's chord 1. Moving on to chord 2, we've kind of got this E minor shape, which I like, but with my third finger again up there on the second string, 3rd fret. Again, there's that continuity. A few of the notes are the same. My first and second finger are on fret 2 of strings 5 and 4. So that's chord 2, E minor 7. Moving on to chord 3, we've got a chord 1 over 3, which I like to just play a 1 chord, put my thumb down the bottom there on string 6, fret 2. If you want to play a real 3 chord in this key, it can be tricky, but there are a few ways to do it. One is to just put your first finger across all these 3 strings, strings 2, 3 and 4 in the 2nd fret, and keep your thumb there. Or actually play them all up with all your fingers, and that way keeping that first string open, again to get that continuity there. So that's chord 3. That's probably the best way to play it, even though it's a little bit squishy there with your fingers. So moving on to chord 4, which is G chord. We could play a G chord and that works, but I just like this, again for continuity's sake, playing like our chord 1 and just putting our middle finger down there on string 6 in the 3rd fret. So moving on to chord 5, I like this one here, which is like a 5 sus chord. Well, it is a 5 sus chord. I've just used again our first chord shape and put my middle finger on string 4 of the 2nd fret. The reason I like all of these shapes is because my first and third fingers stay there the whole time. And I just move around like that. So there's chord 5. If you want an actual chord 5, you could slide your third finger back and play a traditional A chord, or even like this, all fingers in a row. But that's chord 5. It's chord 6. All I do is take my middle finger and put it down here on the 5th string, 2nd fret. And the rest of the shape stays the same. Those 2 fingers there like chord 1. So I can actually get through all of these by only really moving 1 finger. And as we move to chord 7, normally I'd play a chord 5 over 7. In this position it's quite hard to do, so I kind of cheat a bit and play a 1 over 7. Which can work when you're doing it quickly, and that's just by taking that same shape there at the top and putting the pinky on string 5, fret 4. So I'll show you if we work backwards how we can just play most of our functions by only moving 1 finger. So here's chord 1 over 7, chord 6, chord 5, chord 4, only moving one finger, chord 1 over 3, or if we're going to play a full 3 chord, chord 2, and a chord 1. And again, this shape can be moved high up the capo, and it sounds nice. Cheers for that.